The New York Knicks had a chance to end this series in Boston last night, and instead they got flat out embarrassed. A 25-point beatdown where nothing, and I mean nothing, went right. Brunson fouled out, Towns disappeared, and the third quarter a complete disaster. Let's talk about how the Knicks got smacked in Game 5 and what this means heading into Game 6. Coming out of halftime, the game was tied 59 apiece, but what followed was arguably the Knicks' worst quarter of the playoffs. Boston came out blazing and absolutely torched New York 32-17 in the third. Missed rotations, careless fouls, and zero offensive flow. It was like the Knicks forgot how to play basketball for 12 minutes. And in the playoffs, one quarter like that can end your night, and it did. The Celtics didn't even have Jason Tatum, but no problem, Jalen Brown and Derek White took over while the Knicks had no answers defensively. It was painful to watch. Jalen Brunson is the engine. Without him, this team is stuck in the mud, and in Game 5, Brunson racked up 5 fouls in the third quarter alone. Yes, you heard it right, 5 fouls in one quarter, and that forced him to sit when the team needed leadership and composure the most. Then early in the fourth, foul number 6, and that was it. He still finished with 22 points and 6 assists, but his early exit killed any chance the Knicks had of clawing back. The offense unraveled, the team looked lost, and the Celtics smelled blood. Now let's talk about Karl-Anthony Towns. This was supposed to be a moment for him to step up, and he did not answer that call as he was also in foul trouble with 4 fouls. And that caused Tibbs to sit him more as he only played 29 minutes last night. Towns finished with 19 points and 8 rebounds but only had 11 shot attempts. And that falls on Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart as primary ball handlers in the starting lineup to find him more often. And he only took 3 shot attempts from downtown where he's at his best. That's unacceptable, he only made 1 of those. On defense, he was slow on closeouts, struggled guarding in space, and didn't protect the rim enough. Towns had his big moments this postseason, but Game 5 was not one of them. The body language, the effort, just not good enough. And Josh Hart had an amazing game himself individually, but the rest of the guys, including Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby, had terrible games. OG specifically finished 1 for 12 from the field. That is completely unacceptable. And off the bench, Mitchell Robinson had 8 points and 13 rebounds and shooting 6 for 6 from the foul line. That's 100%. That is a great development moving forward, and Deuce McBride had a good game off the bench as well with 11 points. Meanwhile, the Celtics were more desperate and showed everyone why they are the defending champions. And what's surprising is they looked even better without Tatum with the ball movement and the defense. Derek White dropped a game-high 34 points with 7 made threes, and Luke Kornet, yes, Luke Kornet came off the bench with 7 blocks and a plus 20. So Boston definitely looked hungry. They did not want to end their season at home. They were focused, and they didn't just beat the Knicks, they punched them in the mouth and sent a message. So if you thought this series was over, the Celtics just reminded you it's not. So now it's 3-2, the Knicks still lead, but the pressure is building. Game 6 is at MSG and it's do or die. Because if this goes back to Boston for Game 7, that's a nightmare scenario. The team has to respond and play with a bigger sense of urgency. Brunson has to stay on the floor, Towns has to show up and not do those stupid fouls. And someone, maybe Josh Hart, has to bring that fire and leadership. Game 6 will define this team's season. Let's see how they answer. But personally, I believe in this team and I think we're going to bounce back in a strong way for Game 6. Maybe the Knicks really just wanted to end this series at home. Because if they win tomorrow night at the Garden, that will be their first playoff clinching win since 1999. And we the fans deserve it. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Knicks news and updates you won't want to miss. It's been KNYT here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.